can still smell it. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo. What up? Oh shit, we ready? We ready?
February 5th, as we come your way from the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents a tremendous night of boxing in our main event. You will see the return of the former welterweight champion of the world, Keith one-time Thurman, as he will go head-to-head against the former 140-pound champion, Mario El Azteca Barrios. Our co-main event is going to be sensational as we see the return of the four-division world champion, Leo Santa Cruz, as he will go head-to-head against Keenan Carbajal, that in our co-main event. Plus, we have a tremendous pay-per-view undercard, a part of that, as you go ahead and see the likes of Abel Ramos matching up against Josecito Lopez. Expect fireworks in that one. To begin the night, you will see the always talented and exciting Luis Neri matching up against the unbeaten Carlos Castro in a 10-round matchup. So looking forward to a big night of action. It is Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view Saturday, February 5th in Las Vegas. The promoter of Saturday, February 5th is TGB Promotions, and a man who has been very busy this past year and continues to be busy as we head towards 2022. One of the sharpest minds that we've ever seen in the sport of boxing. He needs to be in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. It is a crime that he's not, but I'm sure he will get there very soon, especially as we head towards the new year. The promoter and the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown. Tom?
Thank you, Ray. Really, you went over the card. It's just a tremendous card. This is one I'm really looking forward to. And as you said, both Thurman and Barrios are looking to rebound from their first career losses, and they know they've got to do whatever it takes to win this fight. Both guys are putting in the work and are extremely motivated for February 5. Excuse me. This is going to be an all-out war. Keith Thurman is focused on all the champions at 147 pounds, but he knows he's got to get past Mario Barrios first. And when Barrios first got this call, there was no hesitation. He said yes immediately. Now he's got the opportunity to prove himself against a former 147-pound, I don't know what's wrong with me, unified champion, Ray.
Thank you very much, Tom. Greatly appreciate it. Look, Tom's making calls. He's very busy, and we appreciate him doing what he does, promoting this event. My goodness, I know Tom is very active when it comes to helping to put all these events on. But as Tom talked about, this card is absolutely loaded. Look, you look at this card, and every one of these fights could potentially be a main event anywhere in the world. Let's talk about our co-main event, as the name Carbajal is so synonymous with exciting fights. This man happens to be the nephew of the five-time world champion, Olympic silver medalist, and Hall of Famer Michael Carbajal, 30 years of age, from Phoenix, Arizona. Most recently stopped Josian Figueroa in front of his hometown crowd in Phoenix with a record of 23-2-1, 15 knockouts. I'll tell you about this man. When I was in Phoenix back about a month and a half ago, The crowd loved him. They were so excited to watch him display his talents. And now he's got the biggest opportunity of his life. And that makes him an even more dangerous opponent. As we welcome Keenan Carbajal, ladies and gentlemen. Keenan. Keenan, can you unmute yourself?
Here we go.
And then, put on the camera if possible so the media can see.
Okay, there we go.
Keenan, how
Hey,
you
Ray,
feeling? Talk to us. I mean, I know you're wearing your Phoenix Suns gear, but the last time we saw you was at that arena. What was that like, and how excited are you for February 5th as you take on Leo Santa Cruz?
Yeah, man. So that show in November, that was an amazing experience to fight in front of my home crowd and at the arena. And I'm just I'm excited. I'm ready to see or to be in that ring against Leo come February 5th.
All right, thank you very much, Keenan. We'll get back to you in a few moments. And now we want to bring in a man with a record of 37, 2-1, 19 knockouts. Originally born in Michoacan, now fighting out of Los Angeles. A 4-division world champion, having won titles at 118, 122, 126, and 130 pounds. He is 33 years of age, having coming off a layoff, having suffered a loss at the hands of Gervonta Davis back on Halloween night in October of 2020. But the one thing about this man is he provides excitement in every one of his fights. It is great to see him make his return to the ring on February 5th. We present Leo El Famoso Terremoto Santa Cruz. Leo, what's it like being back, my friend?
Hey, Ray, thank you very much. I'm excited. I'm very happy to come back. This is the longest I've been off from the ring. It's been over a year that I've been off. I've been anxious to go back in the ring. And, I'm just excited because my last fight didn't go my way, but I'm looking forward to come back to the top. Kenneth is a great fighter. I seen him. He's tall, strong. So I know he's going to come to fight. He don't run. He don't move. So it's going to be a great fight for both of us, for the fans. That's what we want to do, entertain the fans, and that's what we're going to do.
Leo, what is it like knowing the fact that you're going to have a guy that you're not going to have to chase around the ring? I mean, you love to mix it up. I mean, that has been your MO throughout the course of your career. Does that excite you? Does that motivate you even more during training?
Yes, of course. It does motivate me because, he comes to fight, and that's what I like. I like fighters to come to fight because that's what the fans love. If you fight a fighter that moves, you're going to have to be chasing him all the time, and the fans don't like that. The fans like, back and forth, power punches back and forth, and I think that's what Keith Carbajal brings to the table, and that's what we would love.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Leo. Keenan, one more question before we turn it over to the media. Keenan, the same question for you. The fact that you're not going to have to go far to find Leo Santa Cruz, I feel like you're both going to come to the center of the ring and just start throwing bombs at each other.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is really a good matchup, a great matchup. And this is what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm looking forward to a classic fight. I mean, the start of 2022 to put on a fight for the decade, fight for many years to come that people talk about between myself and Santa Cruz. I believe it's going to be a classic fight.
All right. Right now, we're going to turn it over to my colleague, Andrew Roberts. If you have questions, media members, raise your hand. And then when we call upon you, unmute yourself and ask your question to Leo Santa Cruz and Keenan Carbajal. Andrew?
Thanks very much, Ray. Our first question today is going to come from Jake Donovan with Boxing Scene. Jake, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Great. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Leo, my first question is for you. First of all, welcome back to the ring. Like you said, it's been way too long since you've been here. No doubt. So I know this fight, you're going to be at 130, but you also said you want to hold on to your featherweight title. Without looking past Keenan Carbajal, do you see yourself returning to the featherweight division, or is it just more of a matter of how you feel on February 5th before making that decision?
Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure how I feel. I was off for a year. I went up and went up. The heaviest I've been, I went up to like 153, 154. So I was like, maybe I have trouble making the 126. So I told my team, let me fight at 130. Let me make sure I could drop to 130. And I did. I dropped it fast. Now I'm already like 33. So I think after this fight, hopefully everything goes good. Next fight, I'll make it 126.
Got you. And then for you, what kind of a feeling is it for you to be to fight in Las Vegas?
I'm very happy because, right there, it's like my second hometown in Vegas. My fans, they're going to follow me over there. I have a lot of fans. And then to be on a card this big, with Thurman and Mario Barrios, they're both great fighters, both great guys. I know they're going to go out there and give a great fight. So what is in my head is to go out there and try to beat them, give a better fight than them, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. And there's also the other fighters that are gonna fight on the card, like Josecito Lopez. He comes to fight, so it's gonna be a stud card, and I'm looking forward to beat all of them. Make a better fight than all of them, and that's a big task, but I'm gonna try to do it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Leo. Welcome back, and don't disappear for this long again.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jake. Our next question is going to come from Jeremy Harridges with Fansided. Jeremy, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
First question's for Leo. Leo, obviously the last fight didn't go the way that you expected. Did you find it hard mentally to kind of rebound from that KO loss?
The truth, it was a little bit, hard because, I got knocked out. It didn't go my way. But like I said, after going back home and, hearing, comments from the fans, they talked to me and they said that I was doing a great fight, that nothing to, feel bad for. Because, I was doing a great fight. I was, putting hands on Gervonta. He just coming with a good shot. I got overexcited. I got confident. And I just wanted to entertain the fans. I wanted to go out there. I could have boxed. I could have moved, not stay there to get caught with that big punch. But like I said, I try to entertain the fans. And even if I had to pay for it, I still went out there and tried to do it for the fans. And at the end of the day, that's what, the fans want, for us to go out there, give a great show. And that's what I did while I lasted.
A question for Keenan. Keenan, since 2017, you've scored a number of knockouts. Could you see yourself knocking out Leo Santa Cruz in this fight?
Yeah, definitely. It's not something that I'm going in just looking for the knockout. If it comes, it comes. But, I'm ready. I'm prepared for the 10 rounds, and I'm prepared to go to war. I know Leo's style. He knows mine. It's going to be some heavy punches exchanged. So, we both have power. So we're both a knockout is possible. But yes, I'm coming to hurt him. I'm coming to knock him out. But I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for a war.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Our next question is going to come from Erica Montoya. Erica, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hi, happy holidays to everyone. Leo, mi pregunta es para ti. Quisiera que me comentaras un poquito acerca de cómo fue este año y cómo te mantuviste activo para estar en la situación en la que estás ahora enfrentando a Kenan Carvajal.
Pues sí, la verdad fue un poquito duro después de la derrota contra Gervonta Davis. Sí, tuve un poquito, pues, de pensar las cosas, a ver qué hacer, qué venía, ya que, pues, nunca esperábamos esa derrota por nocaut así, pero como dije, los comentarios de la gente, los fans me animaron, me dijeron que iba haciendo buena pelea, pues que me agarró con un buen golpe. Y pues la verdad eso pasa en el boxeo. Pero yo desde ahí empecé a entrenar, yo quería regresar al ring, pero mi equipo me mantuvo, me dijo que no regresara hasta me recuperara bien, que estuviera bien recuperado. Y ya pasó un año, so ya dije, ya tengo que volver al ring. Le dije a mi equipo que ya estaba listo y pues queríamos regresar desde como noviembre, diciembre, queríamos regresar, pero no se pudo. Pero ya que vamos a regresar en febrero, estamos contentos, emocionados de dar una buena pelea para todos los fans, para todo el público y ojalá regresar y volver a la cima.
Leo, can you translate your answer if you don't mind?
Leo, could you please just sum up Erica's question for you and then your response in English for the English-speaking press that are on?
Yeah, no, she was asking that how I felt, how I deal with after the loss against Gervonta, and I said that I was a little bit depressed, trying to think about what was I gonna do after the loss, and I said I was upset, but then the fans, they gave me motivation. They told me I was doing a great fight, and that to keep my head up. And then I started training. I wanted to get back in the ring as soon as possible, but my team told me I had to rest, I had to recover. And after a year, I said, I have to go back in the ring. I want to go up in the ring. I already miss it, so I started getting ready since September. I was looking forward to come back in November, December, but it didn't happen. But now that I'm coming back in February 5th, I'm very happy, excited to go out there and give the fans a fight, and hopefully I give them an exciting fight.
All right, perfect. Thank you for that, Leo, and thank you for that question, Erica. Our next question is going to come from Hans Temestad. Hans, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right, my first question is for Keenan. Keenan, I wanted to know, you're currently on an 18-fight win streak. Do you feel that you're, pretty much overlooked since a lot of people are choosing Santa Cruz to win?
Definitely. And yeah, I mean, I understand the game. I understand that I'm the underdog coming in, but to me and my family, we believe that we earned the spot, and I mean that's all that really matters to me. I come February 5th, it just comes down to me and Leo. What happens that night? It don't really matter what the odds are or anything else.
Gotcha. And my next question is for Leo. You've always been, somebody that always wants to go after the top names. I'm pretty sure that's not going to change now. So, a lot of guys like Shakur Stevenson, Chris Colbert, even Oscar Valdez has mentioned you before in the past. Who do you consider to be the best guy at, let's just say 130 right now? Who do you consider to be that number one guy and the number one guy that you want to, essentially go after this fight?
The truth, like I said, I never underestimate no fighter. I don't look past no fighter. Hopefully everything goes good against Kenan Carvajal. We get the win. And like I said, I think right now the top dog at 130 is Oscar Valdez. I think he's the, number one. And he's a great fighter. But Shakur Stevenson is on his way. He's also a great fighter, great skills and everything. But, like I said, I'm going to go out there first, go against Kenan Carvajal. He's a great fighter. Anything will happen in the fight. Like I said, he comes to fight. I never underestimate no fighter. Like I said, first I want to get through that, and then we'll talk about who I want. But first, right now, we're looking to Kenan Carvajal.
All right. Thanks very much, Hans. Our next question is going to come from James Bell. James, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
All right. First question here is for Kenan. You had 3 fights here in 2021, 3 stoppage victories capped off by your victory in your hometown. What had you done to kind of develop yourself in order to get those stoppages and, kind of have that type of mentality going into the ring against your opponents?
Right. I think it was just experience. I'm just at that stage in my career where I'm able to do what my mind and body are one. And I'm able to do exactly the things that my thought tells me to do in there. It's just a matter of comfort and experience. I feel like I'm at my peak. As far as my performance.
And my next question for Leo, you're going against an opponent here that is, taller and has a longer reach than you. You pretty much had the advantage for the majority of your fights, but what do you think about your adjustments here against a fighter that has that type of length and reach?
For me, I think it's been better for me. I don't like to fight fighters that are shorter than me because it makes it more difficult. Taller fighters, I know they have longer reach and everything. They could use their distance, but that's what I like. I like to fight bigger guys. I like to go toe to toe, and if I'm gonna fight them, I have to adjust. But I know how to fight them, and I know how to do a great fight against those tough fighters.
All right. Thanks very much for that, James. Our last questions for our co-main event here going to come from Misael Montano. Misael, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Gracias, Leo. Pues bueno, en noviembre me habías comentado que buscarías a Oscar, pero acabas de comentar que pues primero está Kenan. Igual, ¿cómo sientes que estará tu rol en las 130 libras después de venir de una derrota con Gervonta Davis? Y si cuánto tiempo crees que te tomará para poder ser un retador oficial ya para Oscar Valdez o algún otro cinturón.
No, la verdad, yo como dije, ahorita Oscar Valdez está en su top, es un buen peleador. Y la verdad, yo quiero hacer esta pelea, ojalá todo salga bien, primeramente Dios, salga con la victoria, hacemos otra pelea más y después yo pienso que ya estaría listo para retar a Oscar Valdez, ojalá que me dé la oportunidad. Como digo, tengo que volver a ganar mi posición allá arriba y que me den la pelea. Pero yo pienso que yo ya estaría listo, en esta pelea, después de esta pelea yo también estaría listo, nomás depende de que me den la oportunidad.
All right. Leo, if you could please again translate that question from Misael and then your answer for the English-speaking press.
He asked me that if I say I wanted to fight Oscar Valdez, that when do I think I'll be ready to fight Oscar Valdez? And I said that, hopefully everything goes good in this fight. Hopefully, God, I get the win. And that, I'll be ready after this fight. After this fight, I'll be ready. I just looking forward for them to give me the opportunity because, Oscar Valdez is a champion right now. He's the top right now. So it depends on if they give me the opportunity, I'm willing to go after this fight.
All right, perfect. That's our last question for both Leo and Keenan. I'll turn it back over to Ray for closing comments from Leo and Keenan.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Andrew. And yes, as we conclude, this is our co-main event. Leo Santa Cruz, Keenan Carbajal, Saturday, February 5th in Las Vegas at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Tickets are available at AXS.com, where you can watch live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Keenan, give us your final thoughts as you get set to collide against Leo Santa Cruz.
All right, come February 5th, you guys. Expect the war and classic fight. Can't wait.
Leo, final thoughts as you get ready to dive into training camp even more so ahead of your clash against Keenan Carbajal.
I'm excited to go out there and give the fans a great show. Hopefully the fans come support us. They're going to be 4 great cards, Josito Lopez, Neri, Carlos Castro, Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios, all great fights. They're going to be all great fights. Me and Keith are another great fight. So they're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be my return to go to the top. So, hopefully the fans, they keep supporting me. I'm excited to go out there and give them a great fight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much to Leo Santa Cruz and Keenan Carbajal. Now we get ready for our main event on Saturday, February 5th, live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Again, the event promoted by TGB Promotions and presented by Premier Boxing Champions. This man was involved in a very entertaining matchup on pay-per-view back at the end of June. He came up short against Gervonta Davis, but my goodness, did he put on a thrilling affair. His record, 26 wins, just 1 blemish, 17 wins coming by way of knockout, 26 years of age from San Antonio, Texas, trained under the guidance of renowned trainer Virgil Hunter. He won the 140-pound championship with a unanimous decision win over Batsir Akhmedov back in September of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce, making his jump to 147, Mario Barrios. Mario, how are you, my man?
What's up, Ray? I'm doing good, man. Just staying busy, staying in the gym. Excited to make my return. I wanted to get back in the ring a lot sooner, than February. But I mean, the date is set, and I'm excited.
And what's it like, the fact when they called you and they said, "Hey, main event, pay-per-view, second straight main event on pay-per-view, Keith Thurman"? What was your thoughts?
Man, I don't think I even had any type of thought behind it. As soon as the fight was brought up to me, I was like, let's do it. The fact that the opportunity has came up again, to headline pay-per-view. Not many fighters are able to do that. After coming off their first defeat, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful. For the opportunity. And I'm looking, to take this opportunity, to my full advantage.
And before I get to your opponent, my final question to you is: not only are you main eventing against Keith Thurman, but you're main eventing in Las Vegas. What's that like for you?
Man, it's super exciting. Everything, the way that everything has unfolded in my career, up to this date. Something, I'm very, it's very humbling. And, it just goes to show, how much work I put in, at, such an early age. I'm only 26, and then I'm headlining in Las Vegas, that's huge. And I'm just excited for the opportunity, excited to go to be up against, a great fighter, excited, to just showcase my talents, my skills, now at 147, a weight that's a lot more comfortable for myself.
All right, Mario, thank you so much. We're going to be joined now by your opponent, a man with a record of 29 wins, 1 loss, 22 wins coming by way of knockout, former unified WBC and WBA welterweight champion of the world from Clearwater, Florida, coming into the ring and returning after dropping a close decision to Manny Pacquiao in a 2019 Fight of the Year candidate. This guy provides action, no doubt about it. Wars, battles against the likes of Showtime Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Robert Guerrero, Luis Collazo. This guy has been at the top of the heap of 147 for several years, but now he makes his return to the ring on February 5th, live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Keith, one time, Thurman, one time. What's going on, my friend?
What's up, Ray, man? Just happy to be here, man. It's a blessing. Looking forward to this return. Been a long time coming, but you know, I haven't been getting beat up. We're not injured no more. We feel great, and we're so excited to perform for the fans once again in Las Vegas and just have a great night of boxing on February 5th.
Now, I know that layoffs aren't typically ideal for fighters, but obviously we have been dealing with COVID for the past about, couple years, and that had some part to do with it. But do you think that in the long run that this could be a blessing in disguise for you, because you mentioned that you were able to heal your body and sort of rejuvenate your body, your mind, your soul as you prepare for this next chapter of your career?
You know, it's not ideal, but there's just so many things in life that you just have to roll with, and it's a blessing. I've gotten to spend a lot more time meditating, trying to get things organized, prioritized. So, there's things that the heart desires and wants, and they might not come at that timing. Barrios said he was hoping for an earlier date, but the date is set, February 5th. We're getting back into action. We love this beautiful sport of boxing, and I just can't wait to get to swinging.
Now, this is not a tune-up fight whatsoever for you making your return to the ring. Mario Barrios had a battle against Gervonta Davis. He's a big, strong fighter, former world champion. And why? Tell us about the process of Mario Barrios being your opponent in your comeback fight, because this is not a layup by any stretch of the imagination. I think this can be a heck of a fight. Can't wait for it. But what was it like in terms of Barrios being your opponent?
Well, of course, I was given a few options. We weren't sure exactly how we were going to commit to this comeback. And then I heard of him that he had interest in it. And I said, well, he had the best record. I know he's coming off of an exciting fight. I love exciting fights. And I just thought, let's just make it happen. If it's easy to make it work, he's on the menu, let's take him.
All right, Keith. And now we're going to turn it over to the media. But I think before we get to the media, the key word that Keith Thurman mentioned is exciting. That is what you're going to get on February 5th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view in Las Vegas. Tickets are available at AXS.com. My colleague Andrew Roberts, questions from the media.
Thanks very much, Ray. As a reminder, if you have a question, please hit that raise hand icon down at the bottom of your screen. Our first question on this one's going to come from Jeremy Harridges. Jeremy, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
First question's for Keith. Keith, as stated before, it's your first fight since 2019. What is the primary reason or reasons for the extended layoff?
Just COVID. And then when we were trying to get back on this year and within the last quarter, I contacted with COVID after working the Pacquiao fight in Las Vegas. That was a very exciting night. That was his last fight of his career. Vegas was lit all over Vegas. You know how Vegas can be. And, some way, somehow, by the time I got home, got the sick, man. Didn't make a big deal about it, but it did set what we were already working for, because those who saw me on TV saw that I was doing some weight management. I had a protocol at that time, and we just had to push everything back, man, and bounce back strong. Blessings from God, we were able to do that, and everyone in his family's safe. We've had other small hiccups here in the state of Florida, but besides that, everything's doing great right now, and we're in camp, and February 5th is the date. It's not what I really wanted, but this is what life has given me. A little pushback. But now we're going to get that ball rolling. And I have all the admiration to perform 3 fights this year if I can do it to make up for lost times. So let's see what your boy One Time can do.
And for Mario, obviously this is a very tough fight. What prompted you to take the challenge at welterweight and to move up a division?
It was a long time coming already for myself. I have a big frame. It was getting harder and harder to make 140 already. And before the fight with Tank was made, we were already looking, to start, dipping my toes in the welterweight division. And, when the opportunity came up, I said yes right away. I didn't want an easy fight, for my first fight moving up. I told my manager Luis de Cubos Jr. that I wanted to fight someone that is has been at 147 for a while, someone who has fought the best, someone who has been in the ring with the best. And when Keith Thurman's name had got brought up, I mean, that's why I said yes, right away, because I know he's a great fighter. I know, that this fight has potential, to be easily one of the best fights, out of the year. And, and it's only February.
All right. Thanks very much, Jeremy. Our next question is going to come from John Whistler. John, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Mario, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, I was just wondering, did you have any second thoughts about moving up to welterweight, seeing as how there's a lot of really powerful, strong fighters in that division, or did you just look at it as an opportunity?
No, I definitely looked at it as an opportunity. I'm in the sport to fight the best. And I mean, I want to do so, when I'm at, a young age, not when, I'm older now, when I'm past my prime, I want to fight the best, while my body is performing the best. And, that's why there was no hesitation with the move up. There was no hesitation with taking this fight. Like I said, I mean, I'm just excited.
Well, from my understanding, you really felt like you had no choice, that you couldn't make 140 anymore. So you had to move up no matter who's in the division. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I could have stayed making 140, but me and my team felt it was the best decision for me and my body to just fight at a weight that is much more natural for myself.
All right, thanks very much, John. Our next question is going to come from Hans Semestad. Hans, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hey guys, first question is for Mario. Mario, where would you consider Keith Thurman right now? At one point, I think the vast majority of the boxing world probably considered him the best welterweight in the world. So where would you kind of rank him right now in the welterweight division? And where do you think a win puts you?
I still believe, he's one of the best in the division, which is why, we're excited, about this fight, because given, everything, we go in there and handle our business, that automatically solidifies myself, in the new division that I'm at. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm, trying to chase greatness, I'm just trying to be a great fighter. And just trying to, bring exciting fights, to the boxing fans.
Gotcha. And my second question is for Keith. You haven't fought since 2019. Like I previously said, a lot of people pretty much believe that you were probably the best welterweight in the world at one point. Do you feel that there is pressure to, really come out and really perform? I remember when you was in a similar situation to when you fought Josecito. You really dominated the fight besides the seventh round where you got clipped a few times. So do you kind of feel like pressure to kind of show everybody like, hey, Keith Thurman is still the best at 147?
There's always pressure for greatness, I mean, the pressure makes diamonds, and fighters like me, fighters like Barrios, and all the world-class fighters out there, we want to shine. So we take the pressure, we take the media, we take everything that's coming from us. We put our families on our back. And that's the path of the warrior, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a struggle, but there's so much beauty in it. And our heart pumps better when we take this struggle head on, man. Back to some of the previous comments, man, there ain't no test better than the Keith Thurman test, So props to Mario Barrios for wanting this step up, wanting this challenge. He wants to make a name at 147. You don't just step to Keith Thurman if you don't want to make a name at 147. This is real. This is what we love. This is why you should be excited right now. We got two fighters coming off of losses, which means they have to prove themselves. We both have to prove ourselves. This is the time. The time is now. 2022. Everything happened. Talk about the past if you want. February 5th. New stories are being created.
All right. Thanks very much for that, Hans. As a reminder to the press, if you have a question, please hit that raise hand icon. Our next question is going to come Jim Conlon. Jim, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hi, my question is for Keith Thurman. Keith, at one stage before that Manny Pacquiao fight, the 4 names being mentioned in the division were Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, and Terence Crawford. Now, Sean's gone. Obviously, you've had your hiatus for a while. The Terence and Errol's fight, will it or won't it? They seem to be ducking each other. Is Keith Thurman waiting there in the wings? Is Keith Thurman, after 1 or 2 fights, ready to step in and say, look, Terence, Earl, if you can't get it on with each other, I'll gladly step into the ring with either one of you?
Look, what happened in 2019? Keith Thurman fought Jose Cito Lopez and then Manny Pacquiao. I thought that was the most exciting thing that I could do that year. So whenever I get back, we get back somewhere in a respectable comfort zone. And then we don't care about the zone no more. We take it all the way to the top. This is what we're here for. We're here for greatness. We're here to be the best welterweight in the welterweight division. We've fallen from the ladder. We can see a few steps above. We're looking up, but that's okay because we will take the step one step at a time to be right back to where we once were at the number 1 spot in the welterweight division. Those are the goals and the dreams of admirations of your boy Keith One-Time Thurman.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Our next question will come from Cam Buford. Cam, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hey, I got a question for each of the men. Mario, how do you feel moving to 147 will impact your agility and stamina?
I don't think it'll be affected at all. I think if anything, I'm gonna have more, agility, more stamina now that I'm at a much more comfortable weight, much more natural, not having, to drain myself, to get down to 140. And, I'm just excited, to showcase, my talents and skills, at a much more comfortable weight.
And last one for you, Mario. What did you learn about yourself from your last fight with Gervonta Davis?
I was just, glad that I was able, to, display, my boxing abilities, as well as, aside from my punching power. And, I'm looking, to do the same at 147.
Thank you, sir. And Keith Thurman, did your competitiveness grow with your recent layoff?
The fire's been burning my whole life, man. We can compete in tic-tac-toe, I'm just a competitor, I just love the sport. And, when you're in it to win it. Why else are you in it? You gotta be in it to win it. So, that's very natural for me. It doesn't go nowhere, no matter how much I lay off, we're thinking boxing, we're thinking of that next one, because my heart is in it and I'm committed. So, I'm just really looking forward to this show.
All right. Thanks for that. Our next question is going to come from Michael Gross. Michael, please unmute yourself and you can ask a question.
Hey, thank you. My first question is for Keith Thurman. How's it going, Keith?
How's it going, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to get right to the point. Do you feel like you've been disrespected in the media? Because to me, it seems like people are writing you off. You only have one loss to Manny Pacquiao, a Hall of Famer, who wasn't coming off a 2-year layoff, but was coming off a fight with Adrian Broner. Do you feel like people have written you off?
It's a perspective, right? So there's a group of people that have written me off. That's the articles that you've read about. But there's a whole lot of other people that know better than that. And that's what I'm here to do. February 5th is to prove that Thurman is not the kind of fighter that you can write off. I'm not a, minute champion. There's volatility in sports. We've seen it time and time again. But the creme of the creme, they rise to the top. So I might have risen. I might have fallen. But you best believe that I'll rise again, So 2022 is just about the rising. We're just rising back up, getting very focused, doing what we need to do to be at the pinnacle of the 147 division. So, that's what I'm looking forward to, reminding people, shining the light back at Keith Thurman. Mario Barrios, he wants to steal that light. That's what he came for. He came for an interception. Thurman, nope. Woo, he's coming for an interception. okay? But, you know, we just got to do what we got to do fight night, you know, may the best man win.
And do you think that?
All right, thanks, Michael. Our last question is going to come from James Bell. James, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
All right. First question here for Mario Barrios. You had your fight in San Antonio, followed by a tank fight in Atlanta, and now you're in Las Vegas. What is it to like be in the spotlight here for your 3 fights here back to back?
I mean, man, it's awesome. You know, that's why, you know, I'm in the sport. You know, to give, you know, fans excited fights. You know, to fight, you know, at the big venues. You know, that I dreamed of. You know, as a kid, and you know now, you know, fighting Keith Thurman at, you know, Mandalay Bay. You know, this is huge. You know, not only for myself, you know, but the sport of boxing. And you know, like I said, I mean, I'm just looking forward, you know, to, you know, taking full advantage of this opportunity.
And my next question is for Keith. Now, Keith, you've had fights against Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia that have been amongst the biggest fights there in the 147-pound division. What is it about Keith Thurman that has the fans excited to see one time in the ring?
Because it's just great boxing, man. You know, there's a skill set that I bring into the ring. There's the mental that I bring into the game. I make adjustments. You know, I'm tough. I fight through adversity. You know, knock me down, I get up. Hit me to the body, I don't fall down. Lock me upside my head, I don't fall down. You know, Josecito Lopez knows that. You know, so it just, I know that I'm not a perfect fighter. You know, I don't expect to be a perfect fighter, but I do expect a certain type of greatness out of myself. And then I demand that whatever you do to me, you did to me, and that's cool. But best believe I came here to do something to you, and my hands will be felt in that ring. That's what one time's about. I'm in here like the Terminator. I'm scanning, I'm scoping, I'm looking for the big shots, and that's what makes the fans excited about Keith Thurman fights.
All right, thank you for that, James. It's a great way to end it. Thank you to all the press that joined us today, and to both Keith and Mario for your time. I'll turn it back over to Ray to get closing comments from the fighters.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. And yes, as we get ready to close out, don't forget Saturday, February 5th, Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios in our main event, a stacked pay-per-view card on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Or if you want to join us in person at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, you can purchase tickets at AXS.com. It's all being presented by Premier Boxing Champions and promoted by TGB Promotions. Mario, give us your final thoughts as you prepare for your showdown against Keith, one-time Thurman.
Everyone, you know, buy the tickets, buy the pay-per-view. You know, February 5th is the night of boxing you don't want to miss. You know, the whole card is very exciting. You know, I'm honored to be, you know, fighting amongst, you know, these other guys. But I mean, the main event, you know, it's one that you do not want to miss out on.
Completely agree with you. Keith, your thoughts as you make your return to the ring as you square off against Mario Barrios.
It's just a long time coming for all my fans that have been supportive, for those who've been riding my back, who understand the pain and struggles, but your boy's coming back to the top. Those who haven't shifted ways and forgot about your boy. For all those who are hating and just think that I'm going to fall off the scene, you know, you can tune in too and see what I do to the 147 division, see what kind of excitement that I'm bringing back into the world of boxing. One of my favorite things is to hear from fight fans that you are my favorite fighter. You know, that's one of the highest compliments that a world-class fighter can achieve. So belt, no belt, I'm here to excite you. I'm here to excite you and you and you. February 5th, it's your boy Keith One-Time Thurman. We're coming back.
Keith, one-time Thurman, Mario Barrios, thank you so much, gentlemen. And to all the media and all the fans out there, Happy New Year, everybody. Have a safe and wonderful New Year. We look forward to talking with you during Fight Week in Las Vegas. Guys, have a great one. We'll see you in about a month.
There y'all go, man. Keith One-Time Thurman, Mario Barrios, February 5th, pay-per-view, man. Keith Thurman promising that he gonna show everybody he back. He gonna show everybody he back, man. Big up to Keith, man. I'm gonna take a quick break, right quick, 2:45. We probably gonna come back with a show like around 4:30. I'm gonna go in here and get some dinner taken out. Get some dinner out. You know what I'm saying, for me and my kids later on tonight, man. But I will be coming back with another show, man. We got to talk about pay-per-view numbers. Jake Paul pay-per-view numbers came. I guess they came out, but they ain't looking too influencer-ish. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes not looking too. They not looking like they really influencing like that. Warren Fries back over why? I don't know, man. We'll come back with something, man. I'm gonna find some shit to talk about. We got to talk about the Charles Martin them card. We got to talk about Eric Cruz. What's good? I told myself in 2020 I was gonna save my money. I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah, we got to talk about the Charles Martin Luis Ortiz card. We got to talk about I might can I get Jonathan Rice on? I know you're probably busy. Let me see. Let me make a G call right quick, man. See, can I get my guy Johnny Rice on, man? See, can I get my guy Johnny Rice on, man? And I can't find the nigga name. All right. Let me see, can I find a nigga Rice name? Let me see, can I find my guy Johnny Rice right quick? See, can we get him on? Talk a little bit about this boxing shit. Let me see. I ain't gonna get him on right now. Let me see. There we go. Let me see. Good luck this weekend. Let me see. Let me see. Damn, I ain't got his number like that. Thought I had his number. All right, well, yeah, we'll try to get him on, man. Let me see. Just gonna see what he say. Just gonna see what he say, man. He fight Michael Coffey this weekend. Michael Ortiz versus Middleton. I don't know about that. Michael Sports get Michael Coffey on. I try to get Coffey on, man. He let me on read. My nigga. You know what I'm saying? He let me on read. Yeah, man. R.I.P. John Madden, man. What going on, Mark Nash? Y'all go to my guy Mark Nash channel, man. Go over there, support my boy, my brother Mark Nash, man. Do you keep on rocking out, young man? Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna get on down. I got to. Ortiz and McKinnison. You talking about the welterweights? That'll be a dope fight. I ain't gonna stop, nigga. McKinnison been kind of impressed me a little bit, man. Kind of impressed me, but I think Virgil Ortiz is a little bit above him. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, it ain't even close. But I think that's about it, y'all. Let me see. He's calling me right now. Fuck is Paul Cook? Yo, who this?
What they do, family?
Man, this nigga, man, why should I always say Paul fucking Cook, man? I'm like, who the fuck is Paul Cook?
Bro, I told you, bro. I'm blessed that nigga don't have this number no more. My name pop up.
What you got going, bro?
Shit, on my way way back home. Now I just got down my day. I had to, when you called me last night, boy, I was knocked out because I got to wake up early.
Yeah.
I was like at 3:30 and leave out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was, boy, knocked out. And then shit, I just looked at my shit because my pops called and showed a missed call and yours was up under from last night. I was like, yeah, let me call, bro.
I'm just telling you, nigga, I'm back, man. I'm back down, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come on out, your boy.
So y'all officially here?
Yeah, man, yeah.
So where you stay at?
I stay over here off Chenal Valley.
Chenal Valley. That sounds, because I stay on Markham.
All right, nigga, I'm not far from you at all then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I stay, but see, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This morning, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because, like, I've been riding dirty since.
Oh, hey. And let me call you back in like 5 minutes, bro.
All right,
yeah. This nigga said he been riding there. Hold on, we can't do that, then. Oh man, this man got some crazy ass friends, bro. Yeah, hey, whoa, baby. What we doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Niggas is wild, bro. But look, y'all, I'm gonna get on down. I'm gonna get ready for a show. Eric Cruz, the fool. I'm gonna come back with a show like around. I'm in the Central Time Zone now, so it's 4 o'clock, so it's like 5 o'clock. I'm gonna come back with a show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up about the cards this weekend, Jake Paul numbers, Tank numbers, a little bit more about Keith Thurman. And we're gonna talk boxing, man. We're gonna talk boxing, what we love to do. We're gonna talk boxing, man. Salute. Until next time, man. Y'all know what I always say. Every superhero needs theme music. And you know I got mine. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga.